Welcome to Lake Minotaur Trail. This is a relatively short, relatively steep trail. It's like less than a mile and a half to the top to the lake, with optional add-ons to potentially hit another lake or summit a peak whose name might be Minotaur Peak or might be something else I couldn't actually say. It is late October. There is definitely some fall coloring around. There might be larches here, I'm not sure. We're definitely at the tail end of larch season, so hard to say what they would even look like. And it's supposed to rain and or snow on me later, so I'm trying to make decent time. But I can already tell I'm about a minute in, and this trail definitely is steep. So I'm just gonna survive. Beware, mountain chicken ahead. See if we can spot it. There it is, just in the trail. Oh, goodbye. Up to the tree. It's really fun and beautiful to pass the boundary of the snow line. It can be subtle when you're under tree cover. You're not sure looking up if that's dewdrops or the faintest layer of powder on the branches, but you come to the occasional open spots like we just did, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's snow, and we should just get more of it as we ascend. I overheat super easily, and so I really try to avoid putting on my layers for as long as I can. But there does come a precipitation point, especially when it's below freezing like it currently is, where it's just downright irresponsible not to layer up. And definitely is the better long-term plan. And so the sacrifice that has to be made with that is that I'm going to move a little bit slower, and I'm going to be a little bit more uncomfortable as I move, as I try to both simply deal with the increased sweating that I'm going to do, and also try to minimize that. I forgot to empty my pockets before I came here, so I have fruit bar for toddlers and a bink for babies. Wonderful. One of the most common sights in the snow, these hare tracks. Front foot, two back feet, marching up the trail. Some more tracks here. Little birdie, tweet, tweet, tweet. Well, that's Minotaur Lake. I did look at my map and learn that the peak is not like Minotaur Peak or mountain or whatever. It's Labyrinth Peak or Labyrinth Mountain. And then there's another lake right over the edge called Theseus Lake or Lake Theseus. So it's all very thematic. But the temperature has rapidly dropped since I got here, and the snow intensity has increased, the wind has picked up, and so I have genuine concern that this is going to advance from snowfall to a full-on storm. And it's not very fun to just sit around in that. So I'm gonna head out. I haven't spent very much time here. I was gonna sit and have a snack, you know, do my thing, but I might do that a little further down under tree cover. No fall colors up here, just white, mostly winter colors. I definitely saw some larches, but all of their needles had already fallen off. So mission failed successfully. But yeah, that's the lake. Cool spot. Again, short and sweet to get here. Pretty steep, but it really isn't. It doesn't take too long to get up here, and there are side trip options once you get here, which is pretty cool. I've never hiked in heavy enough snow before where my tracks were pretty much completely covered on the way back. So that's a first for me. It's kind of cool. Reminds me of, like, you know, outlaw stories. They disappeared into a blizzard in the snow, covered their tracks in their scent. Of course, with a trail that isn't clearly marked, and this one's fine, so I'm not worried about it here, but that can present navigational difficulties, especially if you are relying on your tracks to be able to find your way back. Since snow travel is so often off-trail travel, it can be dangerous. But we're just following a trail here, and it's easy to track.